This is the Deputy Defense Press Secretary, Sabrina Singh, where she came out yesterday after Congressman Van Drew said that they were from Iran. She came out and said that they were not.
She came out and she said they were not. Let's hear what she has to say.
Jen. Sabrina, can you tell me what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time, aware of those drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from
By the way, can you go back real quick?
Or the work of an adversary.
This is kind of weird. So check this out. Go back to the beginning. She points at Jen, then moves the page to the page that she's going to read the question.
Oh, beforehand.
Wait, watch this again, the body language. Tell me if I'm off a little bit.
Go.
See if she is already knowing what Jen is going to ask her. Go ahead, Rob.
Jen.
Watch. She
Sabrina, can you tell me what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive.
How do you know she was going to go to that?
Installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time,
she's
aware
reading.
of those
Now
drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but
reading again.
She's reading.
At no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
Can you rule out that these are American drones?
In this video, I'm going to share a series of clips from CNN and from the PBD podcast with Patrick Bet-David that highlight conflicting narratives coming from different government officials. By showing you these contrasting stories, we'll dive into why I believe some of what they're saying doesn't add up. I'll break down the reason behind my skepticism and explore why they might not be telling us the whole truth. Let's get into it.
I really want to find out what's going on with these drones. A congressman even came up and he commented on it. But first, Rob, let's show. Okay, go for it. You can play this clip. Matter of fact, let me just read a little bit about it and then we'll go to these stories that we have. Folks in Jersey, they're like, Pat, I'm seeing this stuff and people are actually worried. Is this Iran? Is this us? How the hell does our own government not know what it is? So New Jersey Senator John Bramnick, is that the video you have, Rob, or no?
I have Jeff Van Drew.
Okay, so let me read this one here. Issued a press release urging the state to issue a limited state of emergency banning all drones until the public receives an explanation regarding these multiple sightings following reports of large drones flying over President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course. Give me a flippin' break. You think that's accidental? And near military research sites in New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy noted 49 reports of drones Sunday alone, acknowledging that some could be possible sightings and potentially the same drone being reported more than once. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre stated, "We are certainly aware, the president is aware, so we are closely tracking the activity and coordinating closely with relevant agencies, including DHS and FBI, to continue investigate these sightings, incidents." She confirmed the drones are not foreign. How do you know that, by the way? If you know it's not foreign, then what is it? But she said she did not have anything else to share regarding the investigation. If you want to play the clip, Rob, with the reaction of this senator, I think it's a congressman that had an insider share something with them. Go ahead, Rob. Play this clip.
Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Vinny.
In the clip we just watched, the senator claims he has a confidential inside source that he can't reveal, but insists this source is highly reliable. According to him, the drones we're seeing aren't American. They're not military, and they're not being flown by ordinary people. Instead, he asserts these drones are coming from an Iranian mothership stationed off the East Coast in the Atlantic. Now, in the next clip, we have Anderson Cooper on CNN speaking with John Kirby, the White House National Security Communications Advisor. And interestingly, Kirby states that while they don't know exactly where the drones are coming from, they are confident it's not anyone from within America. So let's take a closer look at this stark contrast in narratives and try to piece together what's really going on.
Let's talk about these drones. That black blob in the night sky is a drone, a good-sized one, though it's hard to tell without other objects close in the frame to compare it to. It's one of dozens that have been spotted recently in the skies over New Jersey and New York, in the New York area, including a military research facility around the Trump property in Bedminster as well. Today, the White House sought to downplay rumors.
If you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out.
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus.
Security officials held a private briefing today for members of Congress, some of whom are demanding more in the way of answers.
I've been a little frustrated. There hasn't been enough transparency, letting people know what's happening. It's allowing a lot of potentially misinformation to spread, or at least fear. We should know what's going on over our skies, and I've asked for a lot more information.
They should be shot down if necessary, because they're flying over sensitive areas, whether it's planes that may be jeopardized or security at military bases. We ought to do a much better job. The Biden administration ought to be acting more aggressively against these drones.
I don't understand how one senator can confidently claim he has inside information guaranteeing that the drones are coming from an Iranian mothership off the East Coast, while at the same time the press secretary and other officials are saying they have no idea where these drones are coming from. But they're sure they're not a threat. That's a blatant contradiction. How can you dismiss something as not a threat if you claim you don't even know what or where it's coming from? It just doesn't add up. To me, this reeks of dishonesty. With all the advanced technology and surveillance capabilities we have, it's almost impossible to believe they truly don't know the source of these drones. Could this be the groundwork for a false flag operation or something else they don't want us to know about? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it doesn't feel right. One thing's for certain, they aren't telling us the full truth, and I think they know a lot more than they're letting on.
Okay, so, and Rob's from Jersey. I'm pretty sure he's heard some stuff. I have some friends and I have some families on the East Coast. The fact that the FBI and the lady from the Pentagon went up there too, and they have no idea what the hell is going on. They're all lost. Here's a congressman that's involved with transportation and aviation. He sits on these committees, and he's saying that his people are saying that they know it's Iran and it's off of our coast, okay? My thing is, why the hell are they lying? Or if they're that incompetent, what is the FBI and our intelligence community doing all day? What if it doesn't have to do with Trump? I feel, Pat, in my heart of hearts, they don't give a shit. I guarantee you if one of these drones had a sticker of Trump's face, they'd shoot them all down and they'd put them in jail. It's just unbelievable. If you saw that video, Tommy, have you seen this one? It's
Rob, play this clip.
This is like, what would you do if you saw this in your neighborhood?
This looks like Darth Vader's ship flying sideways, doesn't it?
And listen.
That's not a plane.
What the hell is that? And here's the thing. Are you ready for this too? A guy from Jersey, I was talking to Chad about it. A guy from Jersey put his own drone up into the sky to try to get near one of them. Fully charged, totally like a really good drone. Ew, battery's done, and it fell down.
Quiet.
I'm dead serious. So it's either they think that we're stupid and we're not. Something's going on, and let's not pretend like this hasn't been going on. The spy balloons from China literally went from one side of our country to the other, and they're like, yeah, no, they're just weather balloons. Yeah. They're lying. And think about this: there's 39 days left to this election. If it's Iran, and I don't trust anybody that's in our government, who knows what the hell they're doing? We still have a bunch of days. Iran is our enemy. Right? That's what the media is telling us. How can they let this happen? How could she sit up here? This is the Pentagon girl, and we don't know the information. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
The first thing, you brought up the balloon. Great point to bring up, because the balloon's floating on there. Our government knew about it. Biden didn't do it about it. And then finally, we shot one down, right?
Yeah, finally. So, after it crossed over the whole country.
Yeah, so it's like there's something going on where somebody is given a wink and letting it do it. The next thing is, if this is Iran, why are you why are you using your drones over New Jersey? Why wouldn't you be like over, Quantico or places that you want to check out? Or is this just a test? And if it is a test, why haven't we responded to it? Pat and I grew up in California, and there's these 4 cities: Lancaster, Barstow, Mojave, and California City. You know what they have in common? A lot of sightings that they think are UFOs. But would you like to know what is exactly in the middle of California City, Tehachapi, Mojave, Barstow, and Lancaster?
What?
Edwards Air Force Base.
Yeah, weird.
It's us.
Yeah.
And people would talk about seeing bat-like planes that didn't show up on civil radar. You know what they were? They were F-22 stealths.
Yeah.
So we were testing stuff 5 years before we even saw it. So I know that we do test and do things like this, but what bothered me, the same thing that bothered you, a congressman is coming out saying, hey, I'm part of aerospace and transportation committees, and I'm telling you, it's not us testing. They say it's something else. That bothers me, because we do test, and we do confuse our own citizens. California citizens used to report it, and it turned out it was our own test. But now they're coming out saying, nope, this is somebody else. Well, then why haven't we shot it down like the balloon? Yeah. Why did we take our time?
By the way, here's the question. If the U.S. government's saying it's not theirs, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's a question, Tom. If you're in your backyard, okay, your job as a man of the household is to protect the backyard of your house, okay? You see something, a drone on top of your house, a small little drone on top of your house, and let's just, you got a good size house with an acre. You ask your kids, hey, is this one of ours? No. Hey, is this any of the guys? No. Shoot it down. Okay?
Absolutely. It's like looking inside your daughter's bedroom or the bathroom or something, getting pictures. Because you can have bad kids next door. Hey, let's see if we can get a picture while she's taking a shower. Kids are going to do this with Jones. Those things over my property, it's coming down.
By the way, what if it's a drone above a military base? What if you fly a drone above an airport?
Or you're finished.
You fly a drone over an airport, what do you do to the drone? You shoot it down.
Right.
But when we were in Acropolis, I don't know if you remember when we were in Greece and we were trying to get the drone.
To the
do you remember
area,
that?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, hey, immediately it's like, hey, bring the drone down. One of the camera guys was using a drone. But if we don't know what it is, why are we even questioning it?
Exactly. I mean, then they know. The only answer to that is then they know. If it's not ours, what are you doing?
If it's not yours, why are you okay with that staying up there? Rob, what is this next clip? Is this Pentagon?
So this is the Deputy Defense Press Secretary, Sabrina Singh, where she came out yesterday after Congressman Van Drew said that they were from Iran. She came out and said that they were not.
She came out and she said they were not. Let's hear what she has to say.
Jen. Sabrina, can you tell me what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time, aware of those drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from
By the way, can you go back real quick?
Or the work of an adversary.
This is kind of weird. So check this out. Go back to the beginning. She points at Jen, then moves the page to the page that she's going to read the question.
Oh, before.
Wait, watch this again, the body language. Tell me if I'm off a little bit.
Go.
See if she is already knowing what Jen is going to ask her. Go ahead, Rob.
Jen.
Watch.
Sabrina, can you tell me what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive.
How do you know she was going to go to that?
Installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time,
she's
aware
reading.
of those
now
drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but
reading again.
She's reading.
At no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
Can you rule out that these are American drones or U.S. military drones?
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not. I
don't understand this. Like, I don't understand the fact that, like, no. What I'm asking is,
I'm with you.
How long does it stay up there? 5 minutes? It's been 2-3 days.
50 of them.
No, listen. It's immediate attack ahead of it rather than staying and keeping it up there. Now, the only reason why you may not attack it immediately, where everything's going to fall and it could destroy some homes and things like that. But think about it this way. The other plane that was flying into Pentagon, what did they do to that plane, 9/11? There was 2 planes, right? The one attack was the one was 9/11.
The one that hit the Pentagon.
The other one that was going where?
One was in Colorado.
the one
to the White House.
No, not Colorado.
The one that went down in Pennsylvania.
My bad.
They had scrambled, and the one that allegedly went down in Pennsylvania was going to be shot down.
That's exactly the point. So that story is, why'd you shoot it down?
Yeah.
Why'd you shoot it down?
Yeah, because they know.
Why didn't you hesitate?
Yeah.
Why didn't you hesitate? Why'd you shoot it down? How did you know whose it was?
Mm-hmm.
How? So you don't know what this is? So in 5 minutes you could figure out who plane that was, but you can't figure this out in 3 days?
Yeah.
Don't give me this bullshit.
Yeah.
So what are you allowing this to? Is this a exchange for someone that, watch this, could this be the enemy? You just gave me $10 billion. My country is Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Iran made a video showing how a little drone goes and follows Trump while he's golfing. Remember that video they made 2 years ago? It was an older video, 2-3 years ago. You think they would want, how often do you think Trump's going to golf the next 4 years?
A bunch.
At the Jersey place.
At the Bedminster
How
place.
often do you think he's going to, Tom, you golf. How often do you think Trump's going to golf at Bedminster the next 4 years?
Bedminster, he'll golf more than a few times, but not every day.
No, give me a number, Tom. 50 times?
Over the next 4 years?
Yes.
I would say...
Way more than that.
No.
No.
As a president, 30 to 40
I would say under 100 times, probably 25 times a year during the good weather.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So let's just say 50 to 100 times.
Correct.
How valuable is that for me to send a drone to learn everything I can about that golf course above it? Like, are you dumb to think these drones could have gone anywhere? They're above Bedminster? Why do you think they're above Bedminster? Right. Do you think this is a famous golfer that's trying to improve their golf skills because they want to build a better golf course than the one in Bedminster? Or do you think this is a place that this guy's going to go, look at this. They gave you a glimpse of what they did. This is an Iranian video. Look, this is an Iranian video that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to mess with us? Look what kind of technology we have access to.
Yeah.
We can get you. Go back a little bit, Rob, that shows the Mar-a-Lago clip, because that's what I wanted to show. Yeah, go back a little bit, the part that was above it. Maybe go forward like 5 seconds. Keep going. Okay, right there. Back up a little bit. So what is that? How do you get that footage?
It's a drone. It's a drone.
How do you get that stuff? Yeah,
it's a drone shot.
So you don't think they want to learn every single piece of the property on what to do? I don't know, man. The fact that
I understand that Iran released a video showing they can track Trump golfing with their drones and demonstrating their ability to strike if they choose to. However, I don't think it's likely that Iran would actually assassinate a U.S. president. Such an act would almost certainly force the United States into a war Iran would not want to provoke. For this reason, I find the Iranian narrative very unlikely. If the media and the government push this story, it makes me think we could be looking at a false flag operation. As for the government claiming they don't know where these drones are coming from, I don't buy it for a second. With all the advanced technology and intelligence at their disposal, it's highly improbable that they're clueless. I believe they know exactly where these drones are coming from. In my opinion, these drones are likely U.S. operated, and this could be all a part of some kind of test, perhaps to gauge public reaction or to see what narratives they can spin and get away with. Whatever their end game is, time will reveal the truth. Until then, let's stay vigilant. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below and let me know what you think is really going on.